Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz.
And Taz.
And you're watching episode 2 of the Teamin' Up series on Połowa. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, here we are, rocking and rolling nice and early. Loving it down here on Połowa, you betcha, you betcha. So, what are we doing? It's up, it's early, it's September, you gotta love it, you gotta love it. We are actually out here getting the stuff, getting the bits and pieces that we need to get our greenhouses rocking and rolling. You betcha. So we have fertilizer, because we have a ton from over at Edelshoven. We have seed, because we have a ton from over at Edelshoven. And now it's just time to get stuff ready to go. There is one other thing that we do need to end up getting. I'll take this off here for you, Taz. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm stuck again, Taz. Oh, no. There we go. Safe.
You could just enter with that little truck.
It wasn't letting me. I smashed the buttons.
No?
It was bad. That was my fault. I gotta try harder next time. But anyways, we have the couple little bits and pieces in here that we need. We have our, let's see here, seeds. Let's take a look and see what we actually need for all this stuff here.
It's filling.
Perfect. We have seeds, we have fertilizer, we're going to get the water. This over here is the substrate, the gardening substrate that we need to end up having, so we'll end up having to go grab that. We have it, it's sitting over here. And then straw. Straw is our final option. Now, Taz, I'm not sure, what did you want to go ahead and grow out over here at these locations?
Well, I guess we can separate those by growing cucumbers, tomatoes, and strawberries in one, and peppers, onions, and what else? Lettuce.
Lettuce, yeah.
Lettuce, cucumbers needs to be switched.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. I can't get out of the way. I'm stuck again, so.
Yeah, just something funny around the third-party site mods.
Yes, which, again, guys...
Not everything is working as it should, or acting some funny way.
We'll go ahead and we'll use third-party sites from time to time. There we go. I escaped. We'll use third-party stuff from time to time, but there's always the obvious danger, the obvious risk that something bad could end up happening with all that stuff, so... A lot of the stuff we go ahead, we test out, we try, we make sure things are working. But for the most part, every once in a while you have an issue. That's why
it doesn't seem that it's happy when you're getting close to the back of it.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead.
The open sides.
I'll move this truck out of the way here for the time being. Now, do you have all this? Is that all the seed we need, or we need more seed up there?
I need to fill this top one.
Alright, we'll head up there then.
I was getting just the bits that were left.
Sure.
On that one.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay in the truck here for just a second. I get out, that's fine, no problem. So yeah, like we said, we have this stuff here. We're rocking and rolling. Be mindful of third-party stuff. I'll throw a link down in here for this guy, but as you can see, it's kind of dangerous from time to time. Gotta watch out for it. But yeah, we got some stuff happening here. Our biggest goal that we want to try and do today is get our garden done, get this stuff taken care of. You know, it's just going to end up working out pretty slick. And I do have to let you guys know something. It's very, very unfortunate. I'll let Taz continue doing this right here. I'll get out of his way. But we did have a very unfortunate incident. So when we were out here, or I should say when I was out here mowing, I accidentally hit a very big rock. When I say accidentally, I mean I accidentally, like, drove into the ditch and hit a rock and smashed the blade up on Grandpa's mower. I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible about it. We took it in, seeing if we can get it repaired. Unfortunately, it's done. It's damaged beyond repair. That's my fault. So the repair guy, he was like, you know, I do have this other one sitting around here, so you guys can go ahead and get rocking and rolling. And that's what we got. We ended up getting this little bad mamma jam right here. This is the Agromet Z034 OSA 2. You betcha. It is by Hajstel and EE. It's 8.31 megabytes to download, and this one is not cross-platform friendly, but it's on the Mod Hub. The exact same day that this was released, they went and released the exact same version, but for console. It's just a lizard. It's the exact same thing. Pretty darn slick. Pretty darn slick. So we were able to get something here to replace what I've damaged. Stand in the corner. I've already punished myself for this enough. I feel terrible about it, but it is what it is. All right, I think Taz is leaving me. Taz, are you heading over to the shop?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, and I'll hop in the truck
so-called
here.
shop.
Yeah, the so-called shop. It's more or less you order stuff on in a catalog and it gets shipped out to this location. Is pretty much all that's happening here. If you can get past that, it's not that bad, but you know, it's not every place in the world has Amazon to deliver you stuff. It's not like there's every place in the world that you have a store that you can just drive up to and here you go get what you need. No. Some places, that's not the case, and that's what we're dealing with right here, where we actually have to go ahead, order the stuff, get the stuff sent out here, and we just got to go pick it up. There we go. I think it's back around. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, so this is the garden substrate, is what it's called. There we go. Let's park this thing right up over here. We'll be able to go ahead, throw that on and in, and take care of things. So if you guys have the opportunity, we had told you in the first episode here that Taz and I, we had some adventures off in Edelshove that we had to go ahead and take care of. You guys probably should have seen the episode come out, the last episode we have on Edelshove, where we kind of wrap stuff up and kind of talk about some things that we've done on there, some things that we enjoyed, and everything that's there. It's the lost episode of the Połowa, if you will. But if you guys have the opportunity, go ahead, check that one out. Kind of fill in some gaps for you. Little recap. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to get over there and finish up. Get closure, I guess is a good way of saying it. But it's time. It's time we get over here to Połowa. Go ahead, rock and roll, do the things we got to do. Get the missions done that need to be done. Get the...
folks,
Uh-oh.
Because this tank attaches it in a different way.
No way. Oh, well, that is really cool, Taz. I like that. I like that. I will make sure that in either the next little part that we're in here and we're talking and doing things, that we get the information for you on that, or at a very minimum, that is going to be on the description. I'll try and get this stuff for you so that we can go ahead and share it along with you. But that's pretty darn cool. So that's what we're going to be using to get water from point A to point B. We could go ahead and get... Oh, there we go. Got it locked down. We could go ahead and get just like a little tanker trailer and drive around that way, but again, one of the things that we really want to do here is show off some mods, some things that we see, some things that we are going to try out, and maybe give it a little bit of showcase to let people know that there are other options out here other than just the standard stuff that you go ahead and find. Is this going to be the most ideal thing? I have no idea. We're going to find out. But I think we're going to have fun doing it. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I'm going to give Taz a little bit of room up there. My goodness. My goodness. All right, we'll follow him in there.
Yeah, that's why we switch over to front-wheel drive before going on the road.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If you're driving all-wheel drive on the road with that little thing, oh, it's dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. All right. Go ahead and take that off for you. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and leave you guys here for right now. We'll go get the straw. We'll get that all taken care of. We'll put this garden substrate in there. And as you see, like I said, it's just garden substrate. It's just more pallets with bags on it. It's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. So we'll go ahead. We'll keep getting this all taken care of. We'll get stuff ready to go. We'll show you what's going to happen here. And we'll kind of meet you back in just a little bit. But for the time being, guys, we're going to get this stuff done. Well, I'm going to stay out of Taz's way more often than not. And Taz is just going to keep rocking and rolling and making this his own and let me go along for the journey. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. And there you have it. We have ourselves a completed garden, small garden, whatever it is that you want to call it. All of its glory. I can't wait to see stuff popping up out of the ground. Pretty darn slick, pretty darn slick. I'm liking to see it. And this one over here is pretty awesome as well. This is going to be great. We have our extra supplies just kind of right there. You know, I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that at all. Oh, man, you betcha. I seen Taz. He was up there getting themselves ready to do a little bit of lineman action. So looking forward to that. We have a couple stuff that we need to go ahead and cultivate. Now, it's been just a little bit since we've been on here. This is going to be quite some time from the last episode to this one right here. We've had map updates, mod updates. Christmas is come and gone. It's a brand new year. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely magical. But one thing has come true, or has remained kind of the same. Farm Sim, still awesome. Gotta love it. One thing we did end up doing, we've made a change. That last truck that we had, anytime anyone go near it, you'd get stuck on it and you'd have to get away. So, but we've changed vehicles yet again. Oh man, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. This one, I'll probably put a link down to the description down below. We'll let you know what it is, but it's the Volkswagen T3 Prishet. I maybe got that right, maybe I didn't. Handles much nicer. It's got a couple different options to it, and I'm liking this one much better. Plus, it also has a winch, and you know what? It's a functionable winch, so that's pretty darn cool as well. Now that we've got that taken care of, Grandma really, really liked our gardens down there. She was actually asking us if we could go ahead and make her a little greenhouse. Yes, you betcha. I said, Grandma, we got this little spot up here. It's good to go. We can go ahead and have this. She's like, no, I said I want a greenhouse. Well, it is what it is. So we're going to have to look into seeing what we can do to make a greenhouse or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to do a little bit of digging, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find something out here that resembles a greenhouse or something we could make into a greenhouse. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see what ends up happening. But for the time being, like I said, Taz was getting himself ready. There's a field over here that needs to be limed. It looks like he's working on it over there. We'll head over there and get ourselves going. But how is everyone doing? I know. For you guys, we just did that last segment, and then we're going into this segment here. But it's been over a month, almost a month and a half since that last section was recorded. Taz and I had to take a bunch of time and go back, rewatch things, think about what was happening, try and dive into what was all going on, and here we are, back at it. There we go, put this down here.
And as usual, lime goes out very fast.
Oh, heck yes. It's just that one little section up there, right? You still have to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try and stay off to the side, and I'll just do one row at a time then. Yeah, like I said, it's been a good chunk of time for us, for you guys watching this. It's going to be going pretty darn quick, but, you know, it's just one of those things where the month of December kind of got away from us. I knew myself it was going to be busy. Recording was going to be hard for me to go ahead and do, and then it ended up being I might have had a couple minutes, but then Taz was busy, and then maybe Taz had a couple of minutes and I was busy, so nothing ever really got done. And it just, this is the first time we've had the opportunity to get together. We're both feeling good, we're ready to rock, ready to roll. And it's time to get back at it. Jump back up on the horse, get ourselves teaming up. So, I've missed it. All right, let's get this over here. There we go. Oh, what'd I do? Okay, for a second there, I thought I screwed this up. Thank goodness I did not. Okay, cool. Perfect. Oh, that's good. So, one good thing I would say about us not teaming up so much recently, if you can say it's a good thing. Good thing is that I've really missed hanging out and talking with Taz. Taz and I have had the opportunity to sit and talk and just think about what we're doing, obviously still trying to remember what was going on, but it was kind of nice to catch up and really get ourselves back rocking and rolling. We've been taking an opportunity, playing some different games out here, spending some time apart. Oh, it just brings us nearer and dearer to each other, but it has been kind of fun because we've had the opportunity to go ahead and think of different things, different ideas, maybe pick up where we left off with the excitement, if there was any lapse of excitement or anything like that. We now have that drive to get back out and get ourselves rocking and rolling again. It's kind of an interesting thing, I'd say. Let's get this right here. Get back down. But downside of it is we forgot a lot. I've been keeping notes of things that we're working on, keeping notes of things that we've been talking about, just so that we have that opportunity to remember. But I don't know, Taz. Since we've had these, oh boy,
Getting a little jazzy.
I know. I was just gonna say you are getting a little jazzy over there.
There we go.
Perfect. Since we were last on here and really rocking and rolling on this, coming off of Edelshove, rocking on this right away, is there any things that you were kind of thinking about that we wanted to go ahead and try? Maybe there's something, getting all squirrely here, something crazy out there that you were thinking about giving a shot on this?
So far, my mind was bone dry with ideas for this time. I was away from the game in every possible way, to be honest.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know I've talked about it a bunch.
I guess I needed a break from it.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing the farm sim non-stop since the game was released.
Exactly, and that's exactly it. I talked about this before on the streams. I think I even talked about it on here, or maybe at least some of the other videos that I put out. You just get to a point where you just need a break. The game it's not bad, it's not broken, there's nothing wrong with it, it's still a fun game, but you just have to take a step back, recharge the batteries, and you know, worry about yourself for a little bit and try different things. I've been having a lot of fun. Same thing with you, Taz. Kind of stepping away, doing some other things. I've still kept playing Farm Sim, but I've also really jumped into doing a lot of other things instead. Most of you guys know you haven't seen anything come out from me at all over the month of December. I took time off. Did more streaming than anything else, and it freed up a lot of time for me to play other games with other people, play essentially, like you're saying, just take a break.
We had a couple of sessions of multiplayer games over when
yeah, that's exactly it. Taz and I were playing it was not Fall Guys, Stumble Guy, there we go. We're playing Stumble Guy and all that jazz. I mean, so Taz and myself, even though we're not playing Farm Sim together, we're still hanging out and playing other games together. Myself personally, I kind of mentioned it before in the past, but I really do feel like Taz is just a member of my family, just a brother in arms. on the other side of the world, you know. So for me, it's just fun hanging out with Taz, no matter what the heck it is we're doing. Comment down below. Have you guys, since playing Farm Sim, have you found someone else that's out there like that you just, all right, let's talk about Farm Sim for a little bit. Let's move on. Let's talk about other things. Let's, hey, how's your family? And next thing you know, you got a bud that you don't even have to be doing Farm Sim. You can just be hanging out talking about anything, and it's still really enjoyable. Since Farm Sim, though, it's got to be Farm Sim related. Did you start off finding somebody that was like that? Like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you have. And myself, I mean, not only just Taz here, but I've kind of heard that from quite a bit of people, and I'd like to hear your story too. Have you found someone else out there that you like to hang out with because of Farm Sim? I think it's pretty cool. It's a game like this can bring people together. It's absolutely awesome. Maybe our world leaders should go ahead and sit down and play a little bit of Farm Sim. Might help things out a little bit. Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, guys. Taz and I, we're going to keep on doing this here. We'll get this field taken care of. We'll probably jump over and take care of that other field that we harvested and get that all cultivated up. Probably bring you back in around that time, give or take, see what we're going to plant in these fields. Okay, I'll go. Just kind of figure out what we're going to do, and we'll talk about it with you guys after a little bit. So, comment down below. Like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll keep rocking and rolling. Welcome back, everyone. Well, we've decided we're going to do a little bit of canola. Yes, you betcha we're doing some canola. Taz is over there spreading a little bit of muck on the fields, or slurry, whatever it is that you want to call it. We had some left over from in Edelshoven. Actually, we brought some over here, so he's over rocking and rolling. Oh, and would you look at what he's driving? Oh, it's a beaut. It's a beaut. If you guys do remember, I know it's been a little bit, but we actually do have a couple larger tractors. Big reason for that is we have some larger fields that we got out here, and larger fields are just going to require larger equipment. What we're actually dealing with right here, this seeder, I'll try and remember to put a link for the seeder up in the description, but this seeder actually couples together with another seeder. And we figured it'd make a lot of sense to have a nice big seeder if we got ourselves into a situation where we're actually rocking on one of our larger fields. So it can operate just like this, and it can also operate not like this, I guess, coupled up. It also has like that draper header function where you can actually hook it up and then drive it that way instead of going this way, making it just a little bit more narrow. Ultimately, it's pretty darn slick. I like this thing. Okay, it's still going. And surprisingly, it has relatively low horsepower requirements, so that's even a double win for what we're dealing with. Let's see over here. Turn it off. The only issue that we ran into, and this was just me, after you unfold it so it's not in its draper function, whatever you want to say, it's not in its draper function and you're not pulling it like a trailer, you can't just turn the thing on. You actually have to lower the heads here like this. It raises and lowers. You have to lower it first before you can turn it on. Otherwise, you just get an error, which I kept on having pop up, which was you need to unfold it. And I got scared because I had already unfolded it, so I figured I had done something wrong. But like normal, Taz jumped in and he kind of was fiddling around, figured it out, and we got everything working. So here we are, doing a little bit of sweet canola action. Now, one of the things I wanted to take a peek at was when we were over at the other farm location, I did see a pile of stuff sitting around. I was thinking maybe taking a little bit closer look at that. Maybe potentially for making Grandma's greenhouse. I don't know if it'll be beneficial. I mean, we could take a peek at it later on. But I'm thinking that might be something that we can go ahead and do. Oops. That's something we can go ahead and look at. Maybe just make it ourselves with some bits and pieces. I mean, because really, when it comes to a greenhouse, what do you need? You need dirt. We got dirt. You need a couple walls. I'm sure you can, there's trees there. We can cut down trees or something like that to make wood for making walls. And then you need some sort of glass. Some sort of glass container, glass barrier, whatever it is that you want to call it, to, you know, kind of get that nice greenhouse effect going on. So, ultimately, I think we might be able to do something like that. I mean, what is a window, by any chance? It's just glass. It's got wooden frames. We could possibly do something like that, but I want to take a look at that pile of stuff I seen over there, because I think there was a couple windows in there. Taz, oops. How is the spreading going? Are you getting
Almost done.
Oh, perfect. Getting right into
Just
that.
like 1 or 2 passes.
Perfect. Would you look at that, guys? The master slurry spreader over there. Just taking the cow slop and flinging it on the fields. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah, you betcha. You
Yeah, and
betcha.
we have an option to buy slurry on this map.
Oh, we do?
Relatively cheap. Yeah.
Oh, really cheap, too? That's perfect.
Yeah, it's like 180 for this tank.
And how big is that tank?
It's a 5,500 liters.
Oh, that ain't bad at all. And where'd you find that at?
On the back of the other farm.
Oh, it's on the back of the other farm?
There's a bunch of sell points and a couple buy points as well.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Like I said, guys, it's been a long time since we've been on this map. Long time since I've been on this map, too. Just, I've forgotten everything. I have forgotten just about everything that we've done, forgotten everything we've talked about, whole 9 yards. So, it's kind of exciting rediscovering all the little bits and bobs that we had originally found on here. I'm not gonna lie, Taz, I'm kind of looking forward to using our big tractors here at some point, getting out in the fields and tearing it up together, do a little bit of teaming up on a bigger scale. I don't think we've done that yet, where we've really teamed.
Not on this map.
Not on this map. Oh, there was that one field where we were harvesting on Edelshoven, and that's about it.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. I tried to block that one out of my memory just a hair.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
No, it turned out to be not that bad. It just took a while, that's all.
Yeah.
Let's turn it back around.
I wonder if we have rollers over here.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't even know if we have any rollers, to be honest with you.
Seems that we are not.
Uh-oh. Hang tight. Gotta do a little bit of editing here. For some reason, my screen just popped out and I went straight into the Discord chat, so I gotta
Whoops.
edit that.
Yeah, we have that roller option we had on the server.
Well, sorry about that, guys. There was something weird that just happened with my computer here for just a second. I, for some reason, just popped out of the screen. I just asked you, Taz, about the roller, and you were saying that there's one that we had on the server.
Yeah, this has an option to buy.
Oh, it's an option to buy. Okay. I couldn't... That was the thing. I couldn't remember if we actually bought one yet or not. So that might be something we can go ahead and do. Get that rocking and rolling. Yeah, literally rolling. Alright. Back this up. Come on. There we go. I don't want to get on that other field. Okay, good. Perfect. I think I missed a spot right there. We'll have to wait, check it out when the dust settles and all that jazz. But, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we're at, guys. We're out here. We're doing our thing, which is just farming. just farming, having conversations, getting stuff done as we go about doing this. I mean, that's I know I keep talking about it, and I do apologize if it sounds like it's getting old. I really enjoy going ahead and doing the teaming up, because you get to share in a lot of the misery, but also a lot of the joy, and just you share a lot of the tasks, the workload. It's broken up. I don't know how many times over the last couple weeks where I've been doing my streaming over on Twitch, and I've really talked about getting out and a lot of the tasks I'm working on. It would make a whole lot more sense just to have multiple people out there and just having that opportunity to play with somebody else. It makes a huge difference. So, like I always say, or I have always been saying here on this, just if you have the opportunity to get out and play with somebody, go ahead and do it. It changes a lot. It changes the way you play the game. It changes the way you think about it. At the very least, you have somebody else who likes to talk about farm sim sitting right over there, so that helps too. I guess, Taz, what'd you want to do here? Did you want to go ahead and just get the rollers and start rolling right away, or how'd you want to go about doing this?
Yeah, we should start rolling right away.
Okay.
Otherwise, we might forget.
That is a very good option. Very good option. I don't know if you want to go ahead and buy rollers up right away, and I'll finish this up, and I'll meet you, and we can go ahead and just keep on going, keep on rolling, getting the stuff taken care of, and let's go from there, I guess.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We have a cluster here.
Yeah, I know. I've kind of made a bit of a mess. Let's get out of your way here. If you guys are wondering what Taz is doing with the water, we have completed Grandma's greenhouse. You betcha. See, I told you we'd be able to... It's an old door, some windows. I told you we'd be able to go ahead and do it. There's just a bunch of mismatched stuff that's sitting over there. I figured, why not? Let's put it to good use so we can rock and roll. We even got rid of this little garden right here. The scarecrow almost has to stay. I think it's just classic, you know, gotta have it. Got some nice pavers that I found back out over there. Threw those down, and now we're ready to rock and roll. Taz is just taking care of filling that up with water.
Yeah, just trying to find the trigger for it.
There's the door. Since we're good to go with this.
For some reason, it doesn't like to get right away into the trigger with this tank.
All right, well,
We'll need to investigate if that's the issue with the tank or the triggers.
I gotcha. So this one here, we're just going to go ahead and activate everything here for Grandma.
Yeah, if that's the issue with... What?
What is going on here? I'm not liking this. I'm looking away. I'm looking away. Okay, so while Taz puts himself back together, I don't know if you've seen that, Taz, but I've seen doubles.
Didn't want to go. Here we go. It didn't want to go any direction. It kind of froze.
Okay.
So if it's the issue with the tanks, we might need to get something to pull with the truck.
That's, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know, Taz. I mean, we that's one of the things that we're doing here is we're taking mods that you normally wouldn't see and trying them out and seeing if they are going to work. If it's going to be something that's going to work for us, they'll work for you guys and all that stuff.
Or I might need to modify the tanks to have less issues with the triggers.
Yes, that would be the other thing. Having someone who you're teaming up with who knows what the heck they're doing with mods, I think that's also something else. Yeah, if you guys can find out there, go ahead and find that too, because then you can have issues that pop up and get them fixed pretty darn slick. So these are the rollers that Taz was talking about. I'll try and remember again with this to throw it down in the description for us. But Yeah, they're not too bad. We've used them before, and they ended up working out pretty darn slick. You get good speed out of them. Relatively low horsepower. I think the horsepower requirement's 70, so it's not terrible. But yeah, other than that, I think Grandma is going to be absolutely tickled pink. She's a big fan of strawberries, so I'm really hoping the strawberries work out really well over there. And we can just...
And one more trip.
One more trip?
Lake.
Perfect. Yeah. That is one of the neat things. Now, I had mentioned this before. The map actually has had an update on it. And one of the things is that the water filling trigger point, whatever you want to call it, is now down by the lake. Which one of these days, we'll go down there and we'll really take a good look at it.
It isn't the trigger, it is the lake itself. And I think that one was like that all the time. It has some fixes in other directions.
Oh.
For example, we don't need water for our animals anymore, or just for cows. Because if I remember that correctly, sheep didn't require water anyway.
That I couldn't tell you because I wasn't paying attention to that.
The cow barn was requiring the water being put into barn manually.
Which, I don't know, I mean...
The map maker sorted out the, like, water system for the barn, or whatever. So that makes our lives easier.
Heck yeah. I tell you what, guys, comment down below. I really have a question for you. This is a good question, too. On FS19, we had to go ahead and put water in for the animals. 22, that's not the case anymore. If you guys run into a map, if you've played on FS19 and now you're playing on 22, have you run into maps that make you do that? And you think to yourself, no, why would I want to do it that way? Have you completely lost your want to go ahead and do that? I know I have. Yeah. I have completely.
So, if you get a pasture, not a barn, in this game right now, then you have to put water manually.
Yes.
If you're using the in-game stuff.
Which, to me, makes sense, because the pasture, more than likely, not always, but more than likely, a pasture isn't going to have plumbing going out to it, which barns normally do. I mean, it makes sense. But I know on 19 that wasn't the case. It didn't matter. Just go out there and put the water down. And now, like I said, guys, how many of you are just... Anytime you run into that, you're like, nah, no, I don't want that. I want to have a barn that actually gets me water at all times. Has FS22 ruined us? Are we no longer able to go ahead and function this way? I don't know. These are the questions I have. Oh, man. It is what it is, though, ultimately. Like I said, I know I run into something like that, and I instantly just... I don't want to have anything of it. I think FS22 has spoiled me a whole heck ton. But on the flip side of it, I don't care. I feel fine doing that. So once actually Taz gets done doing the water, I was going to... We were talking, Taz would come out here and he'd help me out, but I'm probably going to be pretty close to being done. I guess once you get done with this, Taz, what do you want to go ahead and jump on and start doing?
Well, we have our potato fields ready to harvest.
Oh, yay, potatoes, yay.
It doesn't sound that excited.
I was really hoping that you were going to forget about the potatoes, Taz. I wasn't looking forward to it. You know, honestly, I'm not looking forward to it, but I am. I don't think I've ever done potatoes when I'm doing it with someone else. I know on Edelshoven we started getting ourselves into it where we were planting the potatoes, but I don't think we had harvested anything yet, so...
No, we didn't get to that point.
We didn't yet? Okay. And that's one thing I really am kind of looking forward to, because out of all the tasks on FS... Shoot. Ran into the fence there. Out of all the tasks on FS22, I would say probably potatoes, sugar beets, they're probably up there as the tasks that I least like doing the most. So I'm really, really interested in actually teaming up with somebody to go ahead and do that. Sugarcane, I don't mind so much. I don't know why. Even if I'm using just the standard in-game stuff where I'm even harvesting 1 or maybe 2 rows at a time, I don't mind that as much as the potatoes, which it just eats away at me. I don't know what it is, why that's the case or anything like that. Potatoes are just like my arch enemy. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. But like I was saying a little bit earlier, Grandma, she really likes those strawberries. So I'm really hoping that the strawberries really pan out for her over there. I don't know how much of Grandma's stuff she's going to want to sell or anything like that. She's not really into that. She's more or less wanting to have a little garden so that she can keep herself busy and make sure that she's kind of staying fit and active, you know, as much as Grandma possibly can. Now, obviously, she's not my grandma, but I don't know what to call her. I mean, she's Taz's grandma, but I don't know what to call her. So just Grandma makes sense. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, you know what? You know what I was thinking about too? We actually have 2 potato fields, Taz. One is actually pretty small. The other one is for a potato field. Well, it's going to be unpleasant. Let's just say it that way. Very, very unpleasant.
Okay, seems that the water tank had to be in certain height to work better.
Well, that does make sense. If you take a look at the majority of trailers, they're at a certain elevation, and that tank, because you can raise it and lower it, is not always sitting at that same elevation. That would make sense why that thing is giving you some issues there.
Do you have left there?
I have like 1, maybe 2 passes left, so I don't know if you want to start getting the...
I'm gonna put this roller away.
Okay, that sounds good.
And start hooking up to the potato harvesters.
Oh. You hadn't forgot about that yet, had you?
Nope.
Oh,
you were talking about potato fields like a seconds ago.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm still hoping that you forget about it. I don't want to do potatoes. I do want to do potatoes, but I don't want to do potatoes. There's that overwhelming amount of fear or that overwhelming sickness in my stomach that potatoes give me. So I just...
Yeah, we haven't even used these harvesters at all.
No.
Since they were released on this game.
No, so I'll be interested to see how they end up working, if they work out nice and neat. Are they going to be a pain in the butt? I mean, what do we got to do with them? And do we have to wear them as hats? These are the questions that I have. Maybe time will go on. Maybe things will work out. Maybe they won't work out. But either way, it is what it is. It is what it is. And if you guys want to see us keeping on rocking and rolling with potatoes, make sure you guys head on over, smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Taz would appreciate it. Hit that subscription, son of a gun. It helps the channel out a ton. Have the notifications turned on and have set to all. That way you know when this and other great videos are coming out by myself. And, of course, with Taz here on the Teamin' Up series. You betcha. But, shoot. Let's get that up there. Let's get that up there. There we go. Perfect. Got all of our tasks done. Grandma's happy, or hopefully she'll be happy with what we got going on up over there. Let's hook up. Let's get ourselves out there. Let's get ourselves rocking and rolling. Let's do potatoes, I guess, if we have to. Ugh. Couldn't we have just gotten a dog or something, Taz, instead of potatoes? I'd have been much happier if we could have just gotten ourselves a dog. I know I put that in the wrong spot, Taz. We'll have to make do for now. But, guys, if you guys are really wanting this, make sure you come on back. And until we get to that point, guys...
It makes the tractor back heavy very much.
Oh, we'll have to work on this one. Come see how things turn out. Thanks for stopping by.